right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good to see you all. Looks like everyone can hear me loud and clear. Good to see Alex. Yep, Affirm. We're gonna check that one out. Nice little pop on that one. Same thing with Farm. We're gonna talk. There's a lot moving on today, this morning. A lot of good stuff. AFRM, right? Wow, what a hell of a pop right there. Must have been that 9 o'clock move right there. Beautiful move. But anyway, there's a lot going on. We're going to talk about it. And yesterday, too, just to let you know, I was actually, I was away for the past 2 days. I know Josh took over. I was down in Florida, down in Jacksonville. I was working. I met a bunch of you down there that came to the on-site class with DTI with Tom Busby. And, I'm going to make a video of this. I have to get it. But the more you keep hearing about level 4 and you start realizing and seeing orders out there in the future and you just have a game plan, it blows your mind. Now, there are some people here that are like, well, Fausto, I'm not really a fan of the cheap stocks. I don't think there's volatility in them, whatever it is. But let me tell you, I showed a trade on Apple and you know what? You can't make this crap up. You really can't, okay? I'm just going to go back a couple of days, okay? Right here, I just want to blow this up right here. Do you see that? Obviously, Apple had some big news, had a good run up. You see that big run up right there? It went to 85, right up to 85 right there. So I actually was on at 1 o'clock and I was showing them there was this 400,000 share seller out there at Apple. And you know what? Actually, I don't even know. I'm going to check right now. I wonder if he's still out there. He's still out there. Apple. Let me just look it up. Just out of curiosity. So anyway, look what ended up happening. It went from 185, dropped all the way to 179. So when you're thinking about who's here in the cyber group room? I know who's down there. There was a couple of you that were there. Hold on. Let me see. Is this guy still out there? No, he's not there anymore. He's not there anymore. 185. He's at 11,000. You can see that order right there, 185. It was a 400,000. I got to get the video. I got to show it to you because I know they webcasted it. But it was pretty cool. Yeah, I had a great time, Grant. I mean, me and Tom, we go back almost 20 years and so on. But yeah, it was great seeing the staff. It was great seeing some of you students there. And by the way, to kind of there was some students asking me here when we're doing our on-site. We're going to be doing it, I believe, the 3rd week in September. So we'll send out a launch on that. The seats are very limited. So if anybody wants to come to our on-site that we do here in New York, it's a beautiful time of the year. It's going to be at the end of September. I know a lot of you have been asking me about that. All right. But anyway, let's get back to what also that moved pretty well yesterday. So listen, the problem with Apple is that it is a little more expensive and there were other stocks that we could trade in. But you notice that there are a lot of you here that do trade options and you could have day traded that option. You know what I mean? Like you could have focused on getting that good swing trade. I mean, Apple has been on a fabulous run from the beginning of the year. The stock is literally up almost 60 points. You know what I mean? What is that? From 125, I think almost went to 185. So there's always, points of time when to take a profit and you could always buy it back. So that's the big thing that you have to remember. When you come out there and trade, you just got to know how to look for them. And it was awesome. All right. Anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday because I know there was a crap load of stocks that are moving. PLTR has not only been a phenomenal day trade, but it has been a absolutely killer swing trade. This stock from the beginning of May was right around $8. It's up literally almost 100%. On that Monday, you could see it had a great run at 1425 all the way up to about 1570. You could look here on the long-term chart. What a great mover right there. I mean, just like nonstop, great stock. She's moving again this morning again. So it's not up a lot, but she's up, pretty decently from where she closed. She never made a new lower low. That's the nice thing about PLTR. And another thing I like about PLTR, I'm going to bring it over here and show you, is that PLTR has good iceberg orders. You can see there's some guys right here, 55,000 at $15.50, another 60,000. I don't really see sellers out there. I'm going to zoom out. Look, I'm up to $18, $14. All those buyers are right here on the bottom. And this guy looks like he just added to it because you could see how it kind of got yellow, red, dark red. So it was pretty interesting right there. Anyway, another nice little stock that moved pretty well. This thing was off the chart. This thing was unbelievable. Who here in the cyber group trade this stock? I don't know what happened here, but this RNAZ came out of nowhere, got halted. Elizabeth, you did? Okay. This stock ran from 320, shot up, halted, shot up. That thing ran from $3 up to $9, up 300%. And then obviously, this is what you learn as a trader. You could see how the thing started dwindling down. And you know what? If you got here, you could see it that was making, it started making a lower high and then started making a higher low. And then when it made a lower low, you didn't get out of that thing. You got plenty of time to think about it because even in after hours, crap, thing just got destroyed. But anyway, that was phenomenal right out of the gate. Going right into the after hours is pretty cool. A couple of the stocks, Tito's. Everybody remember Tito's? So Tito's, we traded this stock also in the beginning of this year. Great run-up stock. And then all of a sudden, she started getting a little tired. And you could see that, listen, this is another thing that I was talking about when I was down there in onsite. A lot of people have make this issue. They just don't know, like, they only talk about the winners. They don't want to talk about the losers. And you know that 80% of our education is not focused on winners. It's focused on losers because it's the losers that put you out of business. And it's a 90% failure rate. So anyway, right here, Tito's, you saw the writing on the wall. It was a good swing trade. It was up about 400%, 500% from $1. Thing ran away to $5 and then started making new lower lows. And you know what? If you didn't get out, you wake up the next morning, boom, you're right back where you left off and you got crushed. This has been a really good swing trade. So keep an eye on Wayfair. Wayfair, you know, listen, you could have seen this thing coming from a mile away at some major support levels. Wayfair was one of those great runners-ups due to COVID. Stock went from 21 up to 350. And then when everybody went back, when COVID was done, the thing got crushed. Anyway, she came right back to those support levels right in the beginning of the ending of May. And we're only a couple of days, going into a week, going into June. You can see how the stock has a really, really good trend. So Wayfair has been a good swing trade. A little difficult on the day trade, but it's been a good day trade. Mavis has been just also another stock, just been a great swing trade yesterday. I know you guys traded it 550 to 7. I'll bang this out. AI news is everywhere about AI. Okay. The problem with AI, and you have to remember, it is very, very volatile. Okay. Now, for some of you watching for the first time, AI, this stock was up at 180 right here. You can see that right there. But just be very careful of AI. It is extremely volatile. Went from 30 up to 45. I mean, this thing, the wicks on this were out of control. You got to be a level 5 trader to trade here, to trade it. Another one that was pretty cheap right here, HOTH. That was a good runner up there. And Mara was pretty good in this in the pre-market. And then obviously everyone know what happened with Coinbase. I don't understand. Regulators came after them, telling them that you're not telling us you're a brokerage firm. So stock got crushed, but it was a good dead cat bounce right in the middle of the day. I mean, right at the open, ran from 45 up to about 51. I think she looks pretty good too. She's still pushing up pretty well. The thing about coin that really attracts me about it, it really, with everything that's going on with crypto, it really hasn't got crushed. It's been holding here pretty strong for a while, but it is pretty volatile. You can see it. I mean, it's got this big support levels just right around below 50, and you could see, right below 100 to 90. All right, let's go talk about what's moving today. There are a lot of good stocks moving today. I want to start off with the biggest percentage gainer, which a lot of you did pretty well this morning, which is FARM, F-A-R-M. This stock moved really, really well in early mornings. Let me just stick this over here. Okay, so even if you jumped in a little bit late and you came here around 8 o'clock this morning when we started, you still could have pulled out a good 20, 30 cents. 17 million shares. Now, the issue with the stock I have right now is that the icebergs on it are a little tricky. You could see right here, it's very, very spotty. They started showing up around 8:15. These big sellers, they started pushing it down. You had some buyers that showed up right around here, around 280, but it's not the easiest stock right now. That's why she's kind of like, if you're looking at it right now, she's kind of what's called a channel. So Farmer, I mean, but listen, 18 million shares, that's no joke. That's really no joke. All right. Next stock right here, we'll look at this. We got the CJET. That stock is obviously a new IPO company, but be very, very careful trading a stock like that. CV, not really any. What else I got over here? We had coin. Oh, Tesla is also moving up really well. So Tesla, a little bit more expensive, brand name. Tier size are very, very small. What I like about Tesla, though, Tesla does got good iceberg orders that do show up. Now, if I show you right here, there was a pretty big order right here, right around 227, 36,000. Kind of hit it and kind of went back up. That one's not really that bad. Okay. Tito's got crushed, but there's a big seller right here at 130. So we could keep an eye on that one. You had the other one that moved pretty well too, which is let me write this down. Where'd she go? FRGT. Anyway, big pop, came crashing down. Great volatility, 3.9 million shares. Buyer stars showing up here about $1.30. So we're going to throw that one on our watch list too. So we got the FRGT. All right, so we got that one. We know about Apple and we know about Tito's. All right, that pretty much does it. Not really that much out there. But anything else? Anything else? Anyone see that I did not? Carvana's moving pretty well. Check out that one. CVNA. Yeah, Carvana just popped. I mean, listen, Carvana's been a really good swing trade. So yeah, you could see how it traded very choppy yesterday. But Carvana, yeah, I mean, that's been doing really, really well. CVNA. So we got the resistance levels here. And I guess the most important thing is check over the iceberg orders, right? Let's go see where those orders are. CVNA. This does have good iceberg orders, by the way. All right. Okay, here we go. So we got something over here showing up. 1580. Got the big orders right there. Got a couple iceberg orders. Not too many big orders here, but they got some iceberg orders out there showing up. So remember, it's all about looking at the future. All right. Okay, cyber traders. Affirm, Amazon paying ads, Affirm, Checkpoint. Oh, is that what the news on Affirm is? That's pretty good. AFRM. Yeah, that's pretty good news out there. We just posted up in the cyber group room. We'll just we'll post that into the actual in our YouTube and social media so everybody can see that. That's basically the news on Affirm. So if anybody doesn't know what it is, that's where it is. All right, everybody. So let's get ready for the market opened up. Listen, if you're watching YouTube, if you're watching a recording of this, whatever it is, hopefully you got your phone. There's a free workshop that we're going to be doing. Just click on that QR code on the top left-hand corner. I see some of you already clicking it already. If you want to get into the trading room, there's your opportunity. We're going to be there all day. So instead of always coming here every morning and the afternoon, you can join us at your time and your leisure. In the meantime, cyber traders, you see something, you say something. And for all the new trial members in here, like we always tell you, just sit back, watch, enjoy, talk to education advisors. Feel free to talk to the other students out there, their experience, and you'll see why this is, literally one of the greatest jobs in the world. But you got to know how to play the game, and that's the most important thing out there. All right, guys, we'll be back here at 2:30. Cyber traders will start commentating once the market opens up at 9:30. And like I said, if anybody here on social media wants to join us, feel free to just click on that QR code and get us in the room. See you soon, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe.